Today we're working on a 2020 Ford Edge. This one has a P0443 purge valve code on it. So we're going to replace the hose assembly that has the purge valve in it. You can't get the valve just by itself, so you got to buy this big old assembly here, and the valve is on the end of it. So unless you want to go snag one out of a salvage yard, but there's not too many 2020 and newer in the salvage yard. So you got a bracket here on the valve, and it bolts in sideways to the motor like this, and it's down underneath the air duct. So one of the first things we're going to do is remove the airbox and duct assembly there, just to get a little bit of space. You can see there's a lot of clips here. These two go right here on the duct assembly, and then you got a couple more down below here and here, and they're on the front side of the engine. These two hoses right here. So we'll start taking the airbox off real quick. Here's the part number for that. Got this from, I think it's Lakeland Ford online. They got a good parts department, usually have in stock. First connector here, they got these two yellow tabs. You pull them towards you and push down. Once you get those depressed, you can take off that connector. Got an electrical plug here. We're gonna take this clamp off. I don't know, I may not take the airbox lid off. I might just try to get this hose assembly off here. So we'll get a flat blade screwdriver or a small socket on that clamp. This clamp is a 7mm. This clip you want to push down on the first half and pull up on the second half there. This one here, it's got a couple of tabs or a couple of indentions you can pinch on the sides. Right here, and then another one on the other side right here. Push those both at the same time and pull it off. That's going to be the same type that this one is right here. I can't get a good camera angle on that, but I'm just going to pinch both sides and pull it out. And then the bottom one down there, looks like it's going to be exactly like the first one. The yellow one where you have to pull the two tabs towards yourself. Got a couple of ears. Bad focus, but it's just like this plug. You pull those two ears on the side towards you and then push down, and that releases. All right, because the bracket is very difficult to get to, this bolt, I'm going to, let's see if I can get a camera. I'm just going to pull the bracket out of the rubber, and then if we can get this clip disconnected and the electrical plug disconnected on the purge valve that's in the vehicle, we can plug it in and just slip this on the existing bracket and not have to take that difficult to reach bolt out. So what I'm talking about there is, you can see the side of the purge valve right there. Be steady with the camera here. Right there, it slips down onto that bracket. We can just peel that off and not have to worry about getting to the bolt that's buried back underneath here. So that's what I'm going to go after next. All right, if we go back here in between the battery and the air duct, that right there is the electrical plug. And then right behind it, that green tab on it is going to be another connector for the purge valve. So that appears to be one we're going to have to push up from the bottom. So I'm definitely not going to get a good camera view of it, but I'm going to unplug the electrical connection first, right there, and then we'll have a little bit of hand room to get to the bottom of this, hopefully. All right, got the electrical plug off. The tab that you have to depress is on the towards the firewall, so the back of the plug here away from me, and then it's on the right hand side. So you depress that and pull it off. The green clip, I have it up now. It was difficult to figure out. On the bottom side, there are a couple of tabs that you have to pull towards the front of the vehicle, so towards me. And then while I had those depressed or pulled towards me, I slipped a pick underneath and pulled up on the green tab, and I was able to get that up. So now I can remove that and pull the purge valve up off of the bracket, and we can get this hose assembly out of the way and put the new one in. So I just pulled up on it to disconnect it from the bracket, and then we should be able to snake it out underneath there. The rubber did stay in there, so it's exactly like the new one ready to go on. This hose assembly we should be able to pull up and out. Sorry, we zoomed in way too much, but then you just want to clip all these back on and probably do the purge valve first for the most flexibility on the hose assembly. New one going in, kind of get everything in the general area where it needs to be. Put that purge valve underneath the air duct, and then we're going to slide it onto the bracket. Kind of a difficult shot here, but on the right there you can see the electrical plug, and then the evap line there, and then straight up and down there's a bracket that we're going to slip on. Real thin piece there, you see. Alright, so I've got the electrical plug back on now. I did slip that other hose on first and press the green tab down. So now it's locked on. We've got the easy ones up top here. Just press the one on. Plug this back in. I didn't even need to unplug it really. Our air duct hooks back up to the box. And then the two down here, both just going to be press on. The first one, it'll clip into place. With no clips or anything, automatically locks. And then the one down below, you will have to push down on the yellow locking tab after you get it stuck on right there. Tighten down your 7mm clamp. Clear your engine codes, and that's how you change the purge valve on a 2020 Ford Edge. This one's got the 2.0 in it. It's probably the same for several other years, maybe 18 through 24, maybe something like that. But thanks for watching today. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel.